Well, here we are, guys, back again with another Breba review, or Breba. This is, oh, check out the honey on that. So this is a variety called Lampiera Preta, which is, as far as I know, a Portuguese San Pedro variety, which means that we'll only ripen its Breba in our climate here, because we don't have the fig wasp, which it needs to pollinate its main crop. But it certainly makes up for that with an abundant Breba crop. So I've had this a good few years, and this is the first year I've gotten them off the tree, mainly because of late frost and my own shortcomings in terms of not actually protecting them from the frost. But as you can see, it's fairly well rammed with Brebas, and typically what they'll do is they'll fruit at the end of the branches. Normally Desert King will produce all Brebas all along last year's wood, but this is just at the very growing tips. But there's plenty on this, probably a bit too many, and I think I've probably let these go a little bit too long, although I do let them hang quite a bit. And here's one I prepared earlier. So I came across this first from a grower in Seattle called Ben B, and then another grower in Seattle called Ram V, and Ram V really regards it so very highly. So I'll have a taste of this, but before I do that, I do have to add a big caveat. The weather in the last few weeks here in Dublin has been atrocious, especially in the last 3 or 4 days. It's been basically raining for 3 or 4 days solid. Friday and Saturday were just all day, probably nearly 48 hours of constant rain. Very low cloud cover, very dark. And I mean, I had to turn on the lights in the house in the morning when I first got up. It was that dark. So yeah, these are probably watered down a bit. But as well as that, apart from the low light cover and the rain, it's been quite cool. My car has recorded highs of 13 degrees today, and 14 and 15 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, so probably a bit on the cool side, particularly compared to last year when we had a heat wave at this time, and it certainly did make the difference. So I suspect that's probably gonna do a number on these, but sure, anyway, we'll try and see. Okay, it's pretty good. It is a bit watered down. I'm surprised it didn't split, and part of the reason why I let them hang so long is just that it's taken that bit longer for them to ripen because of the terrible weather. I mean, really terrible weather. It's almost deplorable, the conditions we're having, particularly considering it's the height of the summer, but and the fact that the rest of the continent are getting a heat wave. But yeah, that's pretty good. Not amazing. Desert King is much better. It is a bit watered down, as I said. I might come back to this, hopefully if it ripens in better conditions. It could potentially be a lot better. I suspect if there was warmer and we had less rain and we got more sunlight, you probably see a bit more honey in that eye, although it does look reasonably good there. But that's probably by virtue of me letting it hang for so long. I will be hanging on to this one. I'll probably grow a few of these in pots just to keep. But yeah, it's a pretty good variety. Not amazing, but reasonably good. I might be interested, or it might be of interest for someone who's into growing Brebas. Anyway, that's it for now, folks. Take it easy.